many factors that come into play as to how the flu is spread, but researchers looked at temperature and humidity. Here's this one study that shows how temperature can have an impact. We know that the flu tends to ramp up in the winter months, right? So what researchers discovered is that the outer membrane of the virus is actually made up of lipids, and these lipids include fats, oils, and cholesterol, waxes. When temperatures are around freezing, slightly above or slightly below, that lipid solidifies into a gel. And so in that form, as it spreads, it sort of acts like a protective coating to keep that gel in place. And then once it gets into something like your nostrils, it's able to melt, and then the flu virus is able to infect your cells. So it helps the virus sort of survive. Now, humidity is another factor. You may have heard, run the humidifier, run the humidifier. It's not just to combat dry air. The flu actually likes dry air. What it doesn't really like are humid temperatures. So when the relative humidity is at 45%, 52% of the virus begins to lose its infectivity. That was found in just one study. So it shows that the virus wasn't quite able to be as infectious once you add a bit more humidity to the air. And a second study finds that low humidity may impede the body's response to clearing and fighting viruses. So some interesting things that researchers have discovered. And this is not a all solutions answer, because we do know that the flu can still strike in warm and humid climates. But here in the U.S., these are some of the factors that they've looked at in terms of temperature and humidity and the flu.